So today I was in a re-listen mood today, so I went for The Next Step by People Under the Stairs, their debut album, and what a wonderful album it is. I've listened to a bunch of the songs while working out and stuff, but it's been a while since I sat down and gave the album a proper re-listen. Absolutely love the tracks For Everybody, Hardcore, Mid-City Fiesta, and San Francisco Nights get some of that good party vibe that is otherwise lacking from an album that is, I suppose, uncharacteristically aggressive in the overall oeuvre of the group, but I guess, starting somewhere, especially in the era where gangster rap was prevalent, I can see where they were drawing inspiration from. Also absolutely love Time to Rock Our Shit, definitive summer jam for me, particularly on the ones where I'm just lazing on the couch in the sun, and The Next Step 2 is untouchable. I do like the feeding into easily the most aggressive, or the most aggressive song on the album, Asshole, feeding into the very upbeat Play It Again outro. Very funny, very funny. And then when I was finishing up work today, I decided to re-listen to the full 26-minute version of the Diamond Sea. But that's not important. Welcome back to Let's Play Little Goody Two Shoes. We are in Kieflerberg on Thursday. I am stumbling over my words. If you remember last time, we got to play the evil version of the woodcutting minigame in order to bake our testament into bread. And I'm really, really hoping that Elise was able to lock the windmill before whisked away into the dream world again, or the good, what word am I looking for? Good faith, I guess? Well, the good reputation that we re-established with the villagers after rescuing Opfel may be at jeopardy. Got anything else to say, Rosenmarine? Oh, I'd best go chase after Flock. I didn't see where he ran off to. Did you? That's alright, Elise. I'll lure him out with a carrot or two, you'll see. Only hope he hasn't wandered into town. I'll find him, you'll see. Be careful with the food bribes, Rosenmarine. We were already talking about how you kinda spoil that little goat. He may think that's an easy way to get food. His gift does suit you rather well, lass. Oh dear. Those shoes, they'll guide you to him.
What in the Lord's name?
Who are you? You know who I am, Elise. You're with him. Just like that crow. Quite smart, aren't you? This is another of his trials, I take it? Why, yes. You're truly so delightful, lass. Fortune. That's what you're after, is it? You've come to taunt me, I'm assuming. I've come to welcome you into my own very garden, Elise. You alone, lass. I won't let that wretched thing into my grove, unlike Ovrio, that fool. The testament you seek rests deep within my depths, Elise. Am I to meet you there, then? My, how willful you are.
Out with it!
You're trying my patience, that's what. We both know what I'm after, serpent, so get it over with, and... Well, don't know what I expected there. You're now the bearer of my hex, lassie, fated to meet me in my realm. Show me your resolve, your burning desire for more. Be good, behave, Elise, and I'll welcome you with open arms. Sickening wretch! I'll be awaiting you by the gates of my bedewed forest of berries, Elise. Well, to hell with you! This stings. It's best I don't alarm Rosemarine. I have to prepare myself for tonight. I must see this through. Oh, right. Wonder if Rosemarine was what he was talking about, like bringing a wretch along. Perhaps, though, he's referring to the hag, which was posing as Rosemarine. At least we're assuming thus far that the hag has been posing as our various interests. We've seen one that was Freya, but more than likely that hag once again. Well, there's so many questions, and I guess there's just nothing to do progress the game forward until we get more definitive answers. So if I remember right, Elise wanted to touch base with Opfel to make sure he didn't tell the people anything a little too ooky or kooky, and get some more suspicion thrown back on Elise. So is that our actual goal? Looks like we do have to go to the town square in order to advance the plot. How unusual, how unusual. Not at all, not at all. All by your lonesome today, Elise? My cousin's taking a little longer to get ready today is all. Oh, I'm so glad you're getting along, dearie. You could use the company. Why doesn't she stay here in Kieferberg? I'm not too certain about that, Granny Gretel. Say, Elise, there's a favor I'd like to ask you. Won't you keep an eye on Libkuchen for me today? Is she sick, or... She wasn't feeling her best this morning and insisted on going to church. Now, Libkuchen, you go give her a proper earful for me, will ya? Okay, we'll keep that in mind. For right now, though, probably a good idea to purchase our daily bread. We may end up needing it for work later. In fact, we'll definitely need it for work later, so let's just go for it. I also have to keep the desires of Molly in mind, so I think she wanted the hearty soup that I bought yesterday, so let's just buy 4 pieces of bread. I think will be good. That'll give us enough tiffle to replay minigames a couple times, if we so desire, or if I so desire. I'm assuming your interests are in alignment with my interests. We've already S-ranked Kiss the Rat and the egg collecting minigame, so we have to S-rank the apple collecting minigame and the, what was it? The woodcutting minigame. We just played the evil version of it last night. How could I forget? I wouldn't want to be a burden, Freya. Not at all, Mrs. Lisbeth. It'd be my pleasure. Good morning, Elise. Is everything alright? I was inviting Mrs. Lisbeth and the children for dinner. I don't think we're ready for that yet, my dear. Well, the invitation stands, Mrs. Lisbeth. You're welcome anytime you'd like. How's that film, Mrs. Lisbeth? Oh, Elise, I have so many questions. He hasn't slept. He keeps mentioning the witch. The witch? What happened in the woods, Elise? I didn't see anything resembling a witch, that's for certain. Fell's still frightened, Mrs. Lisbeth. My apologies, Elise. It wasn't my intention to insinuate. That's alright, Mrs. Lisbeth. I know you meant no harm. Oh, I hope nothing else happens today. Well, I have a feeling something's going to happen today. It'll probably be rather undesirable. Right. I was waiting for a cutscene to happen. The town square is rather full today. Oh, I feel I'm losing my mind, lad. You'll have to stay strong, Mrs. Marielle. What happened, Mr. Guido? Haven't you heard, Elise? The windmill was ransacked, even though the door was locked shut all night. Huh? I don't want to think about it, if I'm honest. Could have been one of us folks, too. Or even the witch! Oh, don't say that, Guido. These folks are losing their minds. I can only hope they don't turn on me. Elise, dear, are you listening? What? Still tired from yesterday? It's best we don't chew it over too much, I'd say. Keeping our mouth shut won't make it go away, Brunhilde. And, unfortunately, exactly what I was afraid of. Fortunately, nobody, we have the big scene over there to see. Nobody of this crowd is fingering Elise for the crime yet. Here's the Lebkuchen I'll hand, lass. What are you talking about, Mr. Wilhelm? Haven't you heard? Folks are gathering like bees inside that church. Because of the windmill and the grain? Precisely. Folks are going crazy. Some say it was the witch, others say it was the devil himself. Wait, Mr. Wilhelm, what does any of this have to do with Lebkuchen? It's best to go see her for yourself, lass. Okay, we'll definitely have to keep that in mind, but it looks like the church is a little blockaded right now. Ladies. Oh, I'm glad I had a word with Lebkuchen this morning. You folks are completely losing your minds. They certainly are, Mrs. McTilde. At least, this is to be taken seriously. My, I wouldn't blame poor Eugen, but... I'd best not say it, McTilde. This is a matter to be handled by Father Hans. Whatever it is, I don't think it's anything to fret about. How can you say such a thing, lass? Let's try to keep our composure, ladies. Mrs. Odile is right. We'd best wait for Father Hans's judgment. Alright, speaking of Father Hans's judgment, I'm guessing he's the one steering the conversation in this crowd here. We've got to clear out the blockage, folks. It's the only way. If you say so, lad. What's wrong with the fountain? It's one thing after another, isn't it, Elise? We think the fountain's obstructed is all. This is all her doing. The witch! She's taken our grain, our children, and now she's after our water! We've discussed this, old lad. Finn and I can give it a look, can't we, Finn? To the best of our ability, but old Wilhelm ought to know what's wrong with it. We're to gather here at noon, folks. I want to have a word with all of Kieferberg. You'll need me to lend a hand, Father. Naturally, Gustav. What are we to do about the grain, folks? The grain? You haven't heard, lass? No, I'm yet to fully understand what's going on. Someone was in the windmill last night, Elise. Could have been the wind, or the crows still. The door was still locked this morning, lad. It was Eugen's responsibility, but... It was the witch, I tell you! Give it a rest, old Johann. I was told you left home early last night, Elise. She was certainly tired, old Johann. Don't be unreasonable. It couldn't have been one of us folks. What about the weevils?
What?
Weevils, Mr. Ludwig? The flour and the grain we had stored away are riddled with beetles, Elise. I'm not certain what we're to do with this grain now. All we can do to avoid throwing it out, Ludwig. We'll become completely reliant on Primmeldorf at this rate. The witch has us at her mercy. She has all of Kieferberg in the palm of her hand, and that's enough, folks. I've heard enough. Finn and Heinrich will take a look at the fountain later. As for the rest of us, we have to air out that grain and do away with those beetles, starting right now. This is only riling folks up even more. I'd best go see if Lebkuchen's alright. Folks must be swarming her. And indeed, that is actually going to be our first order of business. We can leave everyone else to their work, right now. Lebkuchen should be our top priority. We may have fumbled the bag with her thus far, but that is okay. We have this opportunity to smooth things over at least a little bit. I'm sure there are other people around town we could talk to, but no, we must focus on Lebkuchen. She needs us right now. If we can find her. Okay, she's right at the front. Oh, goodness. Swarmed indeed. Please try to keep calm, Mrs. Linda. Oh, I know. Won't you have a look at my rosary, Lebkuchen? I seem to have pulled on it a little too tightly this morning. That's no good, Ariane. No good at all. I'll tighten it for you, Mrs. Ariane, but first I ought to...
Lebkuchen.
I can help, Lebkuchen.
Please.
What are you saying, lassie? A maid of all work can't possibly pray our blessings. We need Lebkuchen. Oh, where is Father Hans when we need him most? Father Hans has his own matters to attend to. It's best you visit each and every one of our homes, Lebkuchen. That's my inn, too. I'll need a prayer in each and every room before sunset. But before then, Lebkuchen, could you...
Out with it.
Will you folks back off a little? My, at least. Can't you see we're... Lebkuchen! Oh, who's going to pray our blessings now? We must fetch Father Hans. Someone get her some water!
Lebkuchen!
Can you hear me? Not an ideal start to this morning, I gotta say. Things are going a little rough. Well, I guess on the bright side, Elise hasn't gone romantic with Leb, so this is only hitting her kind of bad. We'll be taking her home, Elise. She'll be fine. Alright, Mrs. Dorothy. Why don't you pay her a visit in a little while? Of course, I'll be there. I have to go see her. She didn't deserve any of this. Indeed. But before that, thinking of Lebkuchen has got me thinking of bread. Let's fill up for this morning here. Wonder if we're going to get an opportunity to actually do any work today. Looks like we're being ferried off to the next point of interest already. We do have some tasks available. Well, actually, it looks like we have no choice but to do tasks today, or at this time slot, so we should still keep it in mind that we need to visit Leb later. I won't stand for it, old lads, nor will anyone else in Kieferberg. Why, we ought to start with her, that's what. You're not touching any of our folks either, I'll have you know. What's going on here? I'm not certain this is the best time, lass. Old Johann's insisting we search folks for the witch's hexes, Elise. You fool! You're giving your time to conceal the... Please, keep calm, old Johann. What Kieferberg needs isn't calm, Hans. It's leadership. We ought to take matters into our own hands and search everyone. So you're searching every lass in town? I don't think Mr. Gustav would allow Freya to be searched for such things either. I won't allow anyone in town to be searched, lass. Not even you, old Johann. Keep that in mind. Search me all you want. It's a matter of respect, old Johann. I would have thought you'd understand. This isn't the time for respect, Hans. I won't allow it. That's all I'll have to say on the matter. You fools, you'll regret this. Hey, we're doing quite well on our suspicion there. Yeah, old Johann's being a little too forward with his demands there. But he has been successfully rallying people to his line of thinking, and definitely the constant stream of strange happenings is not really helping Elise's case. Coon and I used to play about in the water all the time, didn't we? We're a little too old for that now, I suppose. Forevermore decorated with blooming flowers, Kieferberg's crest rests atop the square fountain in its ancient glory. I was actually interested to see if we would get any commentary on the blocked water. So now that I know that there are errands you can potentially do for the people around town, I think it would behoove me to at least sweep through Kieferberg real quick, just to see if there's anybody who is interested in doing anything. We can just run around and talk to people as we come across them. I wasn't gonna deal with people in the square, just in case I was already coming across people, like here. Everyone's losing their minds today. You'd agree, I'm certain. Who? Me? You've seen how moody's everyone been all week, lass. Folks don't know what to believe anymore. Nobody's in their right mind. Lily's turning to prayer, Bertha's scared witless. Mrs. Bertha? I'd say what's happened to Opfel has frightened her, you see. You didn't see anything in those woods yesterday, did you, Elise? No, Mrs. Loreley, I didn't. What use is there in tormenting the poor lass, Loreley? She would have told all of Kieferberg had she seen anything. I suppose, but Mrs. McTilde's right, Mrs. Loreley. The lad is safe and sound, thanks to Elise. We mustn't forget that. You're right, Mrs. McTilde. You're right. Maybe I'm starting to lose my mind. Indeed, paranoia is running rampant. You too, Freya? Oh, Elise, I don't think I can bring myself to smile today. Then don't, Freya. Folks are already upset enough as is, Elise. They don't need me moping about town, too. You'll never learn, will you? This is Lisbeth. Can't help but worry about her. Mr. Eugen's leaving, and now Lebkuchen, too. Things are looking grim, I suppose. Speaking of which, Elise... Oh no, you're not worrying about me, too. I can't help it, Elise. You've seen what happened to Lebkuchen. What about you, then? I make certain I eat and sleep properly, Elise. So do I, Freya. For goodness sake. I must admit I've been busier than usual, but it's Mrs. Vilma who's been trying my patience the most, if I'm honest. Yours and mine. I'll go visit Lebkuchen later today. There's a veil of hers I've been mending, too. She'll be happy to see you, Freya. Okay. Nice that Freya is also taking on some of the responsibility for making sure that Lebkuchen is okay. I'm wondering if we can find any of those golden girls during the day, now that I know that we can find them outside of the witching hour, at the very least at nighttime. I'm wondering if we can just locate them in general. We'll also stop by the stables real quick, see if there's anything going on in here. Got a few fellows idling around. Let's go see if anybody is at the windmill, actually, just to see if there's anything going on in this area. Doesn't look like it. If we examine the door, do we get any kind of insight into what happened? Suppose I won't be getting in here anytime soon, huh? Well, our business there is done, and unfortunately, no more insight. No more insight. Bit of a shame, bit of a shame. Let's talk to these fellows over here. It's best you don't come about these parts, lass. Guido's with reason, Elise. Why? Father Hans said it's best folks don't wander up there. For the time being, at least. Because of what happened, I suppose. Did you have any business up there, Elise? Of course not, Mr. Finn. What could the lass be wanting to do up there, anyhow? Now, about those weevils. It'll take us the entire day to pick them all off that grain. Can you even do such a thing? Some of it will have to go to the pigs, I'm certain. Just our luck, huh? I suppose as long as they haven't gotten too deep into the interior of the grain, some of that might be salvageable. We'll just have to see. Hopefully it is not a huge blow to the town's food stores, although it is almost certainly a blow, if nothing else. Let's see here. We'll see if there's anything waiting for us on this vista here. And I saw Rosemarine hanging out around there, so may as well check what's going on with her. Boom. We already examined the fish statue before. Kieferberg's in shambles, that's what. Our grain is ruined, our fountain's dry, there's a witch out and about. You're making too much of it, Mrs. Vilma. Is she, Elise? Isn't she, Bernhard? I understand we're dealing with something we don't truly. Absolute nightmare, that's what this is. The way I see it, it's not the witch we ought to be worried about. It's Kieferberg you're worried about, isn't it? I understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Ludwig. Well, I don't. We're clearly dealing with a witch. Whoever it is, they're trying to ruin us, that's what. Stealing Eugen's horses, taking Opfel into the woods. This person is a proper menace. We must stay alert. It's not one of us, Ludwig. You didn't believe any of this yesterday, Mrs. Vilma. Opfel claims he's seen it, Elise. Maybe he just wants attention, Vilma. Either way, folks ought to find out what's going on, and fast. Surprised I managed to juke suspicion there, but hey, works out for me. Be suspicious of Opfel, I suppose. The kid can take it, the kid can take it. He's proven to be very resilient at this point. Ah, goodness. Alrighty, what do you folks got to say? I don't know, Brunhilde. Why don't you have a word with her, Tristan? With whom, Mrs. Brunhilde? It's Linda. She worries too much for her own good. It certainly sounds like Mrs. Linda. Poor lass will end up like Mrs. Odeley at this rate, Tristan. I'll see what I can do. She'd best busy herself at the festival, I'd say. Wasn't she lending a hand already? It's Jacob she's fretting about, you see. She wants him by her side at all times. Won't let him go play, even. I can't say I don't understand, but... Anyhow, I gave the lads my word I'd lend a hand with the Weevils. Weren't you fetching some water for Linda, Tristan? After I'm back from the well, Brunhilde. Okay. And then Rosemarine hanging out over here. Not in our party today. Took you long enough, Rosemarine. Ah, Elise, I finally got Flock to settle down in the granary. More importantly, Rosemarine, we have to be rather careful about town today. Folks are losing their minds. Right, something's happened to the fountain, but stay close to me, you hear? Alright, Elise. Folks are more than willing to believe there's a witch now, Rosemarine. If we're not careful, they'll turn against us. I see. I'll call for you if I need help, alright? I'll be here, Elise. Okay. And we will call her for help. It would be nice to spend some time with Rosemary. I did actually look at, let's see, yes, we do have apples and we have chickens. Don't want to help, this is not meant to be like a dig at her, but I'd rather do the apples, so we will not be helping out Elma with her chickens today. We are due for some apple picking. It's been a while. I'm at a complete loss. Still can't make sense of the fountain, Mr. Heinrich? I can't make sense of anything these days, that's what. Folks are convinced I had something to do with the windmill. Nonsense, lad! You'd never do such a thing out of spite. We all know it. It could have happened to any of us. You ought to stand your ground, Eugen. You're too kind, Heinrich. Folks are rather restless, that's for certain. With all these goings on, at least. And fortunately for us, Eugen is still in town, so there's a very real chance that he could blow the whistle on us. Elise! I thought you'd all be in class. Mrs. Dorothy is insisting Apfel should rest for the day. Oh, Elise, did Apfel truly see the... you know... What are you talking about, Mrs. Linda? Apfel says he saw the witch! Jacob, what did I tell you? I'm sorry, Mama. I saw no such thing, Mrs. Linda. Poor lad's still frightened, I'm certain. That said, I don't want my Jacob to believe such notions. Of course, Mrs. Linda. But Elise! Apfel said you saw her too. Enough of that nonsense, Jacob. But Mama! Unfortunately, that was one mission failed there. Did not get word of that, or stop word of that from going around. Let's see, what are you up to over here, Elizabeth? I don't think I've been relying on her so heavily these days. On your way to pay Lebkuchen a visit, Elise? I have to, Mrs. Marielle. Poor lass must be so overwhelmed. All of Kieferberg goes to her for reassurance, after all. Ah, Elise, Elizabeth here was meaning to ask you. Mrs. Marielle, I wouldn't want to... Ask me what, Mrs. Elizabeth? You see, Apfel's been telling me about what he saw in the woods. It's only natural, Mrs. Elizabeth. Apfel was rather frightened when I found him, so I suppose... Oh, Elise, I truly wouldn't want it to imply, but... No, I understand, Mrs. Elizabeth. I told you, Elizabeth. You've been hearing old Johann spreading this nonsense about town all week. It's only natural you'd be frightened of the witch. Even I was frightened in the woods, to be honest. Oh, Elise, I can't thank you enough. There we go. Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea to brazenly accuse the child of lying. That just looks suspicious. Ah, there you are, Elise. How is she, Mrs. Dorothy? She's tired is all. Mrs. Gretel and I tucked her into bed just now. I suppose it's best I let her rest, but I'd say so too, Elise. At least we know what caused Lebkuchen's fainting. What do you mean, Mrs. Dorothy? Why, we don't know what caused Apfel's fever, or why those crows were about town yesterday, or what truly happened in the windmill, why the fountain's not working. I suppose. Oh, Elise, it's too much. It's a bit of a shame that we can't actually go into the house and just force our way in, kick in the door. Oh, hey, I found a secret item! Pretzel! I wasn't even thinking I would get that, but hey, it works for me. I will take it, I will take it. It is my pretzel. Alright. So let me try and remember. I think Elma's the one top left there, so this would make, who is it, Marlin? Let's see here. We will go check it out. You are Marlin, right? Yes, okay, quickly, Elise, won't you pick me some apples? What's the rush, Mrs. Marlin? Why, with all that's going on, lass, Lord knows if we'll even have an orchard tomorrow. Alright, we'll do it. I'd say that's a bit of an overreaction, but it doesn't matter, Elise. Please be quick about it. And we will bring Rosemarine along for this one. How many apples do these folks need, anyhow? Hey, apples are good for you. They keep the doctor away. At least at a rate of 1 per day. That will spare you 1 doctor visit. I think that's how that works. It is indeed raining apples here. Alrighty. So, yeah, this one is just a simple matter of moving. So, theoretically, it shouldn't be too bad to get a S-rank score on this one. We just need to evade the bad apples. Insert bad apple meme here. Okay. These ones. Whoop. Unfortunately, let a few fall there. Also, ideally avoid the anvil would be in our best interest. I feel like there's a pretty good amount of RNG involved in this one, so I see room for a lot of variation in how easy or difficult it is to get an S rank score. We're getting actually a good barrage of normal apples here. Healthy apples here. Alright, so 79 points. I remember I got 150 last time, but I did get hit a couple times, so I did notice that it does seem that failures also has a negative impact on your ranking. It's not just a matter of getting enough points. So we should definitely strive to get as many apples as possible while just avoiding bad things like the bad apples or the anvils entirely. Alright, there we go. Avoid anvil. And I beat my previous score, 157. No hits there, so let's see what this does for. Oh! Superb! S rank, yes! Alrighty. Don't even have to do a conveniently timed cut here in order to get that. We just got it on the first try. So the only one left to do successfully is the chopping minigame. It seemed like the last time I played it, it ended immediately at 50 chops, so I'm wondering if it is just a matter of avoiding mistakes, and then getting to that 50 chop mark, and you get an S rank. I'm so blessed to have you, Elise. I'll have plenty of apples, even if that orchard catches fire. Ideally not. Why in Lord's name would the orchard catch on fire, Mrs. Marlin? It's best we don't question such things, Elise. Okay, fair enough, I suppose. Alrighty, nice! That was 60 tiffle right there. A beautiful amount of tiffle, if I do say so myself. An appreciable amount of tiffle. Alright, what awaits us in the afternoon? It's a good thing that I took the vote on... Ooh. Do we have to attend the story event, or... I mean, it doesn't... Ooh. Oh, goodness. Will this take up time if I attend it? That's making me worried. You know what, I voted, I held the vote for Freya, so why don't we save her? I'm against save scumming, but in this case, I genuinely don't know what will happen if we attend this, so probably in our best interest to just check it out, if nothing else. Also, let me eat this pretzel, and another piece of bread for when we work later. Okay, looking good, looking good. Alrighty, at the fountain, what's going on here? Oh, well, Freya's in the crowd, so we probably have to attend this. Now that we're all gathered here, folks. Oh, we're losing our minds, Father. This week hasn't been easy for Kieferberg, as we all know. Hold on, I need to take a sip of water real quick. Sparkling water, so it's in a can. You'll hear that hitting the table now. There we go. That said, we decided to ask Primmeldorf for support. Primmeldorf, you say? We cannot compromise the festival at all, as you understand. Are you certain we've considered every option, Father? Kieferberg isn't what it once was, Ludwig. We need their help. We will be patrolling the outskirts in the evening as well. That should make his sleep easier, that's for certain. The protection of Kieferberg and our neighbors is in order, folks. What happened to poor Opfel was bad enough. Oh, Father, but who is to carry out our nightly prayers? Naturally, the church's door will be open to all regardless. What about the windmill and the fountain? There's still water in the well, Wilma. No need to fret. Oh, but who knows how long that well will last? It's not as though that fountain's sustaining the well, is it? What would you know, lassie? I'm at a loss regarding the fountain, if I'm honest. Wasn't there some sort of blockage, Mr. Ludwig? We're going to have to disassemble it. Why doesn't she try it, Finn? With those toothpick fingers of hers, I'd say she'd get the job done rather easily. Hey! Isn't the time to provoke the lass, Vilma? She's so keen to stick her nose in everything, Ludwig. Might as well teach her a little lesson, wouldn't you say? Let's not get carried away, Vilma. We're not here to... Why, that's a terrific idea. Elise, that's dangerous. You'll get hurt. Oh, dear Lord, she's getting in there. I'll show you all. A snake! A black snake was in the fountain! Oh, Kieferberg is done for! The witch! It's the witch! The devil himself! That's enough! Silence! Can't lose our heads. We must remain calm. You folks can't. Calm? How do we remain calm, father? Everyone dismissed. Back to work. Gustav and I will have a word about this. Well, okay. That was an interesting turn of events there. I'm sure Elise, least of all, was expecting that to happen. How unfortunate. But hey, at least we are as good as our word, if nothing else, I suppose. So, yeah, head back to work, but we're actually going to go on a date. But what we're actually going to do is actually go around town. See, oh, actually, it's right here, never mind. Oh, I see you over there, Maggie. Ah, Elise, I was looking for you, dearie. Looking for me, Mrs. McTilda? You see, I was hoping you'd have a word with Ariane. I've been struggling quite a bit lately, you see. Struggling with what, Mrs. McTilda? Oh, it's rather embarrassing, but I can no longer do many of my house chores. This terrible tremor won't let me wash my dishes or my laundry. Mrs. McTilda. Won't you tell her I need her to stop by tonight, Elise? I would tell her myself, but this will be the 4th time this week, you see. Of course, Miss McTilda. I'll let her know. Alright, we got another favor on deck. Also, I do see Marge over there, so I guess we'll bribe her real quick. It's you! I have an offer for you, Elise. Out of my sight, Martha. I've had enough trouble for one day. But I think you'd like to hear this.
Is that so?
Out with it then. I don't have all day. But it wouldn't be for free. How about you give me some hearty soup? Why, I don't think so, Muffs. We had an agreement, Elise. Fine. I bought this hearty soup for you, so take it. You're lucky I don't want any trouble, Mindy. Out with it now. What do you have to tell me? Oh, you're so generous.
Out with it!
Out with it, Mary, right now before I... You don't have to threaten me, Elise. Why, you threaten me every day, you little... I heard my auntie talking about a search. A search? Folks are losing their minds over that serpent you pulled out of the fountain. They want to search everyone in town.
For goodness sake!
I'll put in a good word for you, Elise. But you ought to promise me you'll bring me some apple strudel tomorrow. Out of hell with you, Molly. Out of my sight. Millie's interference can weigh quite heavy. I'd best be prepared for tomorrow. Conveniently, we do already have an apple strudel for Marty, so that at least takes care of itself. Alright, so we started that... who did she even ask me to talk to again? Let's just see here. Mrs. McTilda used to be so energetic too. Ah, God, now I have to actually go around and, like, talk to multiple people. Was it Linda, I think she said. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Does our conversation log go back that far? Let me see here. Okay, let's see. We will review this. Okay, yes, it does. Okay, Ariane, okay. Lost track of who she was asking us to requisition help from, so let's run around town real quick, see if we can find Ariane. Our next story event will be to find out what happened. You're not Ariane. And let's see, that's Elizabeth, that is, I think that's Marielle. I gotta internalize more of who these villagers are. Everybody does have a distinct enough personality. Let's see, there's Gustav, Elma, and Vilma over there. Not who I'm looking to see. I kind of wish Velma would step outside of the store every now and again. It'd be nice to talk to her independent of just buying booze from her. I'm sorry, grape juice. That's all it is. Don't think it's anything else. Nothing alongside the pigs. Not even a machine for them, which, you know, makes me feel a little bit of empathy for their cause. Okay. Over this way. I was immediately ruled out the windmill as a place where we could find her. It would be funny if that was the case. Obviously, this is where Freya is. We will be dealing with that in a second, but we do want to just locate Ariane first, and then we will get to talking to a few people before hanging out with Freya. Where are you, Ariane? Oh, goodness. Maybe she's over by the bakery? Doesn't help that I don't fully remember what every person looks like. Okay, heading over this way. Ariane, where are you? It's gonna be funny if she was one of the ladies I passed by was Ariane. Okay, let me cut ahead to when I actually find her. Okay, you are Ariane. I am so dumb. I really should have just talked to her as I walked by. I was meaning to ask you. Is it Mrs. McTilda? She says she needs you to help her out again tonight, yes. Poor thing. Old age truly doesn't forgive, does it? When did this start, Mrs. Ariane? Oh, just last week, Elise. I caught her trying to wash her sheets by the well, you see. She could have asked me. Mrs. McTilda is rather stubborn. You know that. Tell her I'll be right there after supper. Alright, Mrs. Ariane. Okay, so now that we've gotten that all squared away... It's cruel, I tell you. That's all this is. What's cruel, Mr. Heinrich? Blaming Eugen for what happened to the windmill lass? I must confess, I'd rather be a witch than a neighbor. No, I wouldn't go that far, but Eugen wouldn't. You, Mr. Heinrich? That serpent you pulled out of the fountain, Elise. Folks couldn't do such a thing. Wouldn't you say it crawled into the fountain by itself? Not likely. Whatever's happening in Kieferberg, it's starting to compromise our livelihood, and we can't have that. We must make the most of those patrols, that's what. Yeah, the whole snake thing has understandably got everybody a little bit rattled. Right now, they're still suspecting Eugen, so I don't think that he's ratted out that he gave us the key. Or maybe he was really drunk last night and he doesn't remember. Did you find her, Elise? Mrs. Ariane said she'll come by right after supper, Mr. Matilde. Thank you, Elise. Here's something for you. And hey, a silk purse. Well, I appreciate it. You don't have to, Mrs. Matilde. Oh, that's the least I can do, my dear. There'll come a day when I truly won't be able to do anything after all. Mrs. Matilde. I'm probably gonna sell that off, pawn that off, Mrs. Matilde, but I appreciate the thought. Not to search Kieferberg from top to bottom, I'd say. I'm not sure I agree, old Johann. I share your concerns, Mr. Ludwig. I'm certain that serpent simply crawled into the fountain. Can't you see what's transpiring here, you fool? I don't think we can. Everyone else is fretful, of course, but you're the one causing such an uproar. I suppose that snake you pulled out of the fountain didn't help, at least. As if that's my fault, Mr. Ludwig. I wouldn't put it past you, lass. Lord knows the witches. Blindly accusing folks won't get us anywhere, old Johann. You'll see, you fools. No, I don't think we'll be seeing much of anything, old Johann. We must keep calm, lest Kieferberg catches on fire. Indeed, indeed. I've been managing that suspicion pretty well at this point. There she is! Come now, Italy. There's hardly any need for all that howling. I'm surprised you're not on her side about this, Mrs. Bertha. I would at least convince you conjured up that serpent, Elise. We all saw it with our very own eyes, Bertha! We saw nothing of the sort. Elise might very well be the witch for all we know. You... That said, we can't point fingers at everyone in town, Italy. Punishing all of Kieferberg out of fear isn't the answer. Oh, good lord, we're done for. Can't even have a word with Lebkuchen either, because you folks hounded her day and night. Leave Italy to me, Elise. Kieferberg will be done for if we carry on like this. Interesting clash of opinions we got there. What do you got to say, Hans? Do you have a moment, Elise? Certainly, Father. I'd like to ask you to go easier on folks. Easier, Father? Practice patience, Elise, now more than ever. You pulling out that serpent this morning has upset some folks. I don't think that's fair, Father. Mrs. Vilma was the one who provoked me to do it in the first place. I understand, Elise, but folks are restless. Today has been rather challenging, as you know. I hope you're having this conversation with Mrs. Odalie as well. Mrs. Bertha, Mrs. Brunhilde, and old Johann, too. Certainly, Elise. Okay, we handled that diplomatically, and he does recognize, at the very least, we were put up to that, especially since we were being swamped with, once again, undue suspicion. Come on, now. Can't get anybody's goodwill for any of our good deeds. Anyways, I'd say it is Freya time, so why don't we talk to her real quick? There she is. Alrighty, I'll spend some time with her.
Elise!
There you are!
Freya!
You don't have to be so excited each time, Freya. I can't help it. Come in now. There's something I'd like to show you. I've only ever been here once before, I think. Oh, I know it's rather childish. Huh? What is? All these curtains and whatnot. It's like a child's room, I know. You made those yourself, didn't you, Freya? Of course I did. I don't see what's wrong with them. Miss Marielle always says I'd best focus on garments is all. I'd say she's right anyhow. I do too much embroidering, don't I? You make all your dresses, Freya. It's time I make them a little less colorful, isn't it? These are Gustav's overalls, too. I remember he made a great deal out of those. We both know she's right, Elise. I seem to think so, that's for certain. She's a proper seamstress, Elise. She knows what she's talking. So are you, Freya. Why do you think I have a bunch of grapes on my apron? Aren't grapes your favorite?
For goodness sake!
Freya, it's because of you! I begged Granny Holly to embroider them for me, just so you weren't the only lass in town with a dainty apron.
Shush it, you!
Laugh all you want, you. Let me show you what I've been working on, then. What do you think, Elise?
Freya.
I thought I'd finally put this silky ribbon to good use. Oh, it's rather dainty. You like it then? I do like it. Even add some break frills on the straps. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Elise. That said, isn't it rather small for you, Freya? I thought you'd like them longer and wider around the waist. This one's for you, silly! Huh? Summer's on its way, isn't it? You need something more cheery. Oh boy, oh no, these feel like the same. For goodness sake, there you go making things for me again, Freya. I can stop if you'd like me to, but this is simply how I don't have anything to give back to you is all. Oh, but you do! Huh? Won't you dance with me on Saturday, Elise? Oh, goodness, there you are, bright red again. You're shameless, Freya. Shameless? You do it on purpose, all these gifts and the things you say. Of course it's on purpose, silly. Let me do these things for you. This is how I express my... I know. Oh, shush, for goodness sake. You're so bad at this, Elise. I'll dance with you all you want on Saturday. Alright, Elise. I'll be looking forward to it. Good grief. Move along now, before you melt into a puddle. And another heart piece acquired. Just one more and we'll get an extra heart container. I think I'm getting my games mixed up here. Regardless, on to the evening. I'm sure Rosemarine has been regaling the town with something ridiculous in the interim. Alright, what awaits us now? And we automatically get our next date with Freya. No idea if we will actually get another one with Rosemarine at this point, so maybe I should hold off on actually holding a vote for that, because we will be ending the video soon, and we're not going to be able to do the witching hour, so we'll just have to see what the future holds, I guess. The game is probably supposed to end on Saturday, so got one more opportunity to hang out with Freya, though I don't know if we can actually max out our relationship with her this deep into the game. Let's just take a look at our little pendant here. Obviously, we got the one for Rosemarine. Freya is looking good with those three there, and then Lebkuchen has been left in the cold. I feel bad for the poor girl. Over here. Old Johann's not going to waste his chance, I tell you. His chance to do what, Mrs. Loreley? Why, find the witch, at least. I'm not certain we're to trust his judgment, Loreley. Father Hans isn't lifting a finger. Who else are we to rely on? Mr. Gustav, clearly. He's done more for Kieferberg than Father Hans ever could. Gustav's struggling, however, as we all are. And he's doing his best to keep Kieferberg together. The lass is right. Still, neither Gustav nor Father Hans will chase that witch out of Kieferberg. What we need is someone who will. I'm certain old Johann is the one we need, Loreley. We ought to trust Gustav. He'll find a way. At the very least, we got some suspicion down there. Not that we really need it at this point. But, you know, it is there. It is there. Ladies. That's what it's all about, I tell you. There's no such ill will in Kieferberg, Vilma. What's the matter? I'm certain he has something to do with it. Vilma's convinced someone's tried to sabotage her inn, at least. And it's that Eugen, I'm certain. He's jealous my business is still up and running, that's what. Mr. Eugen? Are you aware of what you're saying, Mrs. Vilma? Clearly not, Elise. Vilma's letting all this get to her. Aren't we all, Marlin? You folks are too afraid to name names, that's what. It's a matter of respect, Vilma. Respect for whom? The witch? What are we to do then, Vilma? It's best I shut my mouth before they turn on me. But hey, we handled that oh, wait. I just noticed this. I've never seen it overflow like this. It's not even raining. I was so focused on the conversation, it literally just as I was like, wait a second, hold on. Something's not right here. Let's keep calm, folks. Losing our tempers isn't going to fix anything. What's wrong with the fountain now? Could you have damaged it earlier, Elise? That could very much be the case. I don't think so, but even if she had, it wouldn't be enough to cause this. What are we to make of this then, Heinrich? How am I to know such a thing? It's not only the fountain either. The well is also... The well? It's overflowing, Elise. How can a well overflow? I'm at a complete loss. Well, let's wait and see. I'm not about to sit and wait for my home to be flooded. I must say, I don't agree, Father. It might be all we can do. It truly is all we can do, Heinrich. Losing our minds won't help. We must persevere. This isn't looking too good for us here in Kieferberg, is it? Things are definitely deteriorating rapidly, and again, the whole snake thing, not making us look very good. I mean, Elise is right, it's not really her fault, but, yeah, it's just, anxiety on top of anxiety. Freya, how you doing? There she is, Uphill. Why don't you ask her? Ask me what? Uphill's going over what happened yesterday, Elise. He's rather tired, and you saw her too, Elise. I know it. Who did you see, Uphill? I didn't see anyone, Uphill. Oh, Elise, what are we to do about this? I saw her. She had yellow eyes, and You're tired, Uphill. I know it was frightening. I was frightened, too. Elise is right, Uphill. It's best you rest now. Why don't you go play with Grun and Jacob? I don't think the lad is convinced, and, admittedly, we're not putting on the most compelling lie possible, but granted, nobody else really seems to put much stock into what he's saying. Where is the well? Okay, yes, it is right here. What is up, everybody? We're not dealing with regular folk here. But what is this? It's not folk we're dealing with, Mr. Bernhard. Lord knows what could happen to Kieferberg at this rate. It's too much to keep track of, folks. The horses, Uphill, our green being riddled with weevils, and now this flooding! I must say, I'm at a loss myself. You, Mr. Gustav? All of Kieferberg is confused, Elise. Well, that's no surprise, is it? You're also entertained with this witch you can't see straight. Elise! Can't say I don't agree, but it's to be expected folks would fret, Elise. What's that done for Mr. Kieferberg so far, Mr. Gustav? All this fretting day in, day out. For what? You have to admit this isn't normal, lass. Surely, denying the witch exists at this point only makes you... We shouldn't go that far, Brunhilde. She's right, Mechtilde. If Elise isn't against the witch, then that means... It's best we leave it at that, folks. I mean, that was, okay, like, how was I supposed to even know that's what Elise was gonna say off of that? I do think sometimes they're deliberately vague off of, how exactly Elise is going to parse that. I thought she was, approaching with a pretty reasonable sentiment there. Let me see, we do have an opportunity to chop some wood here, so why don't we just talk to Marielle and I do this? How is our, food gauge doing, by the way? Should probably, down a bread before we... Actually, we'll down two. Before we have a chance. Mostly just because I dislike that, that white visual effect over the screen. I'd like to not have to deal with it, if that is so much to ask. How glad I am to see you, Elise. Must thank you for your hard work as always, lass. What do you mean, Mrs. Marielle? Why, you're still working hard despite everything. Lord knows what would be of me if you stopped helping. I suppose. That said, Elise, won't you please give me some firewood? Of course, Mrs. Marielle. I'll be back in a moment, then. Take your time, my dear. And we will get Rosemarine's help. Why don't they ask Freya to chop it for them instead? Alrighty, we've just got this one last mini-game to S rank, so let's see if we can do this. Just have to get all of the correct calls without, missing any potential points. So let's go. And I do have Rosemarine to bail me. Oh, hey! Rosemarine is, filling in for Gustav here. How nice. Okay, what do we got here? Kick that away. Kick that. Okay, and Rosemarine will throw out golden wood for us. I was actually confused by that for a little bit. Oh, whoops! Ow! Sorry, Leb. Sorry, Leb. Get out of here. Oh, why did you put Flock up for that, Rosemarine? Okay. Alright, we were only able to get 24 points that time. Let's see if we can do a little better on this round here. I might have just timed out the last time I got 50, so I want to be sure of that. Pay close attention to my score here. Get that out of here. Ditto for you, chicken, and you, chicken, and you, chicken. Alright, that is what. Flock, get out of here. Ah, damn it. Got caught up in my desire to chop. Okay, yes, it does end at 50. Unfortunately, I made 2 mistakes there, so... Yeah, that denies us the S rank. So, we've got an excess of cash right now, so I'm gonna try it one more time to get it perfectly. If I don't have to, do the burden of commentating while I, swing my axe, maybe I'll get it a little bit better. Okay, it actually went up to 53 that time. Oh, hey, Steam achievement popped letting me know that I did indeed get the S rank there. So I thought it would just automatically ended at 50, but I guess when you get close enough to the minigame ending, Rosenmarine or Gustav just stopped putting things out. So there we go. I did actually have one mistake there, so it at least allowed for that. You win. Beautiful. Oh, you didn't have to go through all this trouble, Elise. Well, I suppose your encouragement made it easier. Here you go, dearie, for your trouble. Nice, can you put a good word in around town for me? I kind of got some suspicion on me. You and Freya always do such a good job. Of course we're all grateful. Not all, but I'll take it. Yeah. Not everybody is so keen on Elise, I'm afraid. Alright, now that it's nighttime, I do want to take another look around for a golden girl. Potentially see if we can find one. Perhaps waiting for us on this veranda? No? Okay. That's fine, that's fine. I can do a little bit more investigation work. Investigative work, that is. We'll go over to the stables next. I kind of doubt we'll find something at the windmill again. Obviously, we still have to meet up with Lebkuchen. This time, not just to feed our gullet, but to actually see how she is doing. Nothing going on at the stable, and I know I said I could probably expect nothing at the windmill, but that would also be the perfect way for the game to debate me, so I suppose I should check it out, just to err on the side of caution, and indeed, there is nothing here. Time to roam around the back alleys. I mean, I guess it's not really the back alleys, we know Freya's house is located here. Not the most suspicious place in town, for certain, for certain. Okay, nothing over here. Sorry, that mushroom circle was just distinctive to me. I was like, I wonder if you can ever do anything with this. You never know when that might come up. Alrighty. Any fireflies over here? No, but there is a congregation of ladies. We must do something, Marlin. Get a hold of yourself, Brunhilde. Is everything alright? Everyone's losing their minds, Elise, that's what. There's no need to be so cruel, Marlin. Bernhard's out there, too. As he ought to be, Brunhilde. We need them to patrol. Marlin's right, Brunhilde. I'm certain they'll be alright. Elise has it right. She made it out of the woods, with Apfels in tow. We must trust our men, Brunhilde. Indeed, indeed. No need to panic, no need to panic. Nothing bad is happening. Oh boy. Things, probably aren't going so well for Eugen today. I feel kind of bad, honestly. Should be heading home, at least. I know, Mr. Tristan. We're making certain folks aren't wandering about, is all. Trying to keep folks at ease, too, given the rumors. Folks are frightened and confused, Eugen. It's not personal. Relieved you'll be leaving Kieferberg next week, aren't you? More than you can imagine, Tristan. You'll be missed, Eugen. That I know for certain. Ha-ha. I think Elise is a little bit nervous there that Eugen might potentially spill some beans. Let's see, obviously we have to get back to Rosenmarine for dinner. Any golden girls waiting in the back alley here? Does not look like it. I wonder, why don't we go investigate the church real quick? The doors are always open, right? So, hey, the fountain is back to normal at least. Okay, that's good, that's good. Was not something to be so terrified of, people. Alright, inside the church here. Any gold glowy... Yes! Haha! Called it! Have you come here to pray? No. It doesn't make a difference to you at this point, does it? You see, we golden maidens are conflicted beings. He saved us, in a way. What with his blessing and sacrifices we made, it's enough to forfeit our right to divine salvation, isn't it? What are you trying to say? That I'd rather share eternity with him and his entourage than face my rightful punishment in the pits of hell. I have to imagine that finding all of these golden girls leads to an ending all its own, or at the very least a possibility for an ending, though given that I only just discovered that we can find some of them at night, it's odds are the ship has already sailed for that one. Speaking of which, Gustav, we have to head on home, I'd wager. And don't dawdle, Elise. Everyone's to stay home this evening. Of course, Father. It's important we keep a good grasp on who's out and about tonight. What do you mean, Mr. Gustav? We're taking turns on patrol, you see. We must make certain the same thing doesn't happen again. What happened with Apfel? I understand. That's why you and your cousin had best stay home, Elise. Certainly, Mr. Gustav. This ordeal has been going on long enough. It's about time you do something, that's for certain. Maybe Elise could give it a try, Gudrun. Give what a try. Apfel won't talk to anyone about it. He won't eat, he won't sleep, he won't even talk to Mommy. This can't be good. Do you think you can try talking to him, Elise? Apfel says you saw it too, Elise. Saw what? He said there was someone else in the woods. A lass he didn't recognize. A lass? So you don't know anything about it, Elise? Of course not. Don't be silly, Jacob. Apple says you don't want to talk about it, but that's alright, Grin. Granny Marlin says he'll talk when he's ready. Hopefully the kid doesn't starve to death. He's already looking pretty ragged after last night. Also, being blinded suddenly probably didn't do him much good. Elise, do you have a moment? Oh, for goodness sake, what now? You see, Elise, we've been wondering. It's best we don't, Ariane. What's the matter? Your cousin was telling us about how she got to Kieferberg, you see. Is it true she came all this way on foot, Elise? Oof. It's hard to tell, on foot, Mrs. Oatley? I don't recall. We want to fret, but we thought that was very strange. Your cousin isn't being honest with you, lass. I'll be on my way home now, ladies. Good night. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what was the right one to say there. Fortunately, we didn't have her wandering around too much. Hello, fellows. It's best you head on home, at least, before it gets any darker. Where are you folks going? It's time we head out on patrol. We must make certain Kieferbergs out of harm's way. Even if you say that, Ludwig. You've been going on these patrols all week, and yet, all the more reason to keep doing it, lass. Finn's right. We need to look out for each other. All I want is to let them have it, be it the culprit or even the witch. I can't say I don't share that sentiment, Finn. At least we managed to pick out those weevils somehow. I noticed you managed to fix the fountain. That happened on its own. We don't know how. Oh, I would show the bastard. If only we knew who it was. Would they beat their own neighbors, I wonder? With enough paranoia setting in, I suppose. What in the Lord's name are you doing out here, Lepkuchen? Waiting for your earful, it seems. Would have met you inside, for goodness sake. I'm fine, Elise. You're making too much of it. Your bread. You're out of your mind, Leb. Speaking of which, Elise, folks have been rather tense lately. I've noticed. I know you can look after yourself, but one good deed won't shield you from all of it, Elise. What do you mean? Folks have been talking ill about each other all day. Even Mrs. Mariel hasn't been spared, you see. There's no need to fret, Leb. I'll make certain I hold my tongue. Make certain you stay home as well. Has she noticed I've been wandering about at night? Elise? Of course, Leb. You need to stop fretting. I don't want you fainting again. I will, in due time. Faint? Phrasing there, Leb, phrasing. You're not exactly assuaging Elise's worry. So, we know we have that snake waiting for us in the witching hour, but that'll have to wait until next time. I think we've done enough in this video. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one, where, well, Lord only knows what awaits us in the witching hour this time, and we'll have to see if we can do anything else with Rosenmarine, but it's looking pretty uncertain. We might be locked in for Freya this time, but I feel like we've burnt too much time to actually max out a relationship with her. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. You never know what could happen. Maybe we're able to salvage this. Alright, catch you all on the flip side. Bye-bye.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.